today's game. Well, will they be stars? Will you be a star? We'll find out. Let's play. Get us started now, the kicker Chris Boswell. And with towels waving, we're underway from Heinz Field. Returning it, Johnson. First carry down for Reggie Bush. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Now Sims. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Here's Sims. Looking deep for Adams. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
An early message that this secondary is going to be tested because even though it fell incomplete, it almost felt like a warning shot to get things going.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. "51 yards on the punt there. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Now a first carry for LeGarrette Blount. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Off play action, it's Cunningham. He's going to float this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Chase Claypool, 63 yards. And the Steelers on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Boswell good with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Here comes Johnson on the return. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Flushed out right. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
On 1st and 10, Cunningham. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. Cunningham. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down. Cunningham looking to throw. Quick slant finding Claypool. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to fourth down. They're going to try and throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big connection on that one. 34 yards. They'll run on first down. Blunt. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now a first down throw, Cunningham. Looking for the end zone. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And the Steelers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. The result's not great thus far. A punt on the first drive and an interception last time out.
And let's face it, every team wants to come out on the field and play with some confidence, play with some tempo, play with some rhythm. And when you're making those types of mistakes, you're not getting any of that put together.
So what do you say, time to get back to the basics for them?
In a lot of ways, yes, but the biggest one, of course, is finding people who will take care of the football and make a few plays. You've got to have a drive now that calms down the entire team.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll hand it off to Bush. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Back to throw. Sims. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. To throw. He hits Adams complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
A very important third down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. On 3rd and goal, Bush. And this time he is in. Reggie Bush. Excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Myers connects on the PAT. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Here's Cunningham. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Now Cunningham. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Emmanuel Sanders, 51 yards. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 13-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Cooper on the return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Sims. Pressure comes and the Steelers take him down. Mean Joe Green coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. To throw. Sims. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Here's Johnny Hekker now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Johnson to return it. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And he is finally out of bounds, but he gets all the way down right around the 20. A big play that time through the air. 42 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaud. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. Here's Harris to return it. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
They'll run again with Blunt, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
On first down, it's Cunningham. It's caught here by Adams. That catch good for only a couple.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On second down now, Blunt. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Again, here's Blunt. And this is going to be a Steelers first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. They hand this off to Harris. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. And Mike Tomlin going to roll up the sleeves here and say, let's go for it on 4th. Now Cunningham. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And it'll be a turnover on on downs. On first down, Bush. And some room to work. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On first and 10, Sims. He finds his man, complete. That's Bush. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Off the play fake, Sims. Flush to his right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. Off play action, Sims. And that will be incomplete.
Well, that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on third down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. They'll try and run for it. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. They start on the ground here with Blunt. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. He's going to let this one go deep. He's got a man complete. And all the way down to the 37. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Cunningham to throw. And Blunt has it. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Blunt. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That's a gain of 4 here in the fourth quarter with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Blunt. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a third and about 5. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on third?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. They run with Harris. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4.
And yes, everyone, that was the fullback carrying the football. I know it's a dying breed. It's a dying position for a lot of people. But